Yes, Python, welcome back, and welcome to the people who are just watching this blog, who are new to the whole thing. I'm gonna do a blog today about Eastenders. If you've seen previous blogs of mine, you'll know that Eastenders is my favourite soap. I don't really watch other soaps. I may happen to see if I'm just in the house with family or whatever, but yeah. EastEnders is my thing, really and truly. Like, I actually enjoy EastEnders, and I take it upon myself to catch up on it and keep up to date with it. So what I was going to touch upon today is the situation with Kirsty, Max and Tanya. I just wanted to know people's thoughts with regards to the situation of what's happened, and Kirsty as well, because okay, I'll start with Kirsty. Yeah, basically now Kirsty came into the show. For people who may not know, whatever, I'll just do a quick update. Max was with Tanya after he found out that she had cancer. He went away for a while, he came back. He was about to leave, then his kids told him that Tanya's got cancer, who's his ex-wife. He then decided to stay with Tanya. He's been with her ever since, helped her through cancer. She actually managed to beat cancer, so at the moment she's surviving through it, and they was due to get married. Next thing you know, cutting a very long story short, there was a little thing going on about Max's history while he was away and what had happened, and nobody really knew what it was. Turns out that basically he got married to another woman while he was away, and she ends up coming to where he lives, etc., and she wants to, you know, basically get back with him. She's trying to find out what happened, why he left, etc., and she, you know, she finds out. Now the issue with me is, I was speaking to someone I know, a woman, and she was saying to me like, Kirsty's so bad, Kirsty's so wrong, why hasn't she left, why is she like causing all this aggravation, and why is she like causing so much problems and all this kind of thing. Now like anybody who's been watching the show will understand, like, to me, I don't agree with that. And the reason why I don't agree with that is because if you've been watching it, you already know that at the end of the day, Kirsty got married to him at the point where Max and Tanya wasn't together. So Max didn't do anything wrong, realistically. You know what I mean? They weren't together, and you know, he met this girl. You know, he liked her, he fell for her, and he got married to her. You know, it was quick in the space of time that it all happened. But you know, there's a soap in it. But like, to me, the issue is that a lot of people were judging Kirsty and like putting her down and slating her position in it, because you know, Max has got a family and things like that. And okay, yeah, that's fair enough. But you got to see it from her point of view, that she's not done anything wrong. She didn't know that, you know, he had an ex-wife. She didn't even know that, like, when she came, she didn't even know that he was with Tanya. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, as far as she was concerned, he disappeared off the face of the earth and was trying to find him and get back with him. You know, like, what can you say to that? You know, for all she wants is her husband. Do you see what I'm saying? So obviously she's come to the madness now and found out, like, oh boy, whatever, you know, he's back with this other woman and he doesn't want to know, whatever. But you know, whatever time they spent together is intimate and whatever, and she's fighting for what they had, which to me, you can't blame her for that. I mean, yeah, okay, she's got a family, you know, Tanya's got a family and stuff with him, and you know, that's all well and good, but like, Kirsty's married to him, you know what I mean? And you know, for the most part of what it is, a lot of people do take marriage seriously. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, for her to be wanting to, I don't think it's wrong that she was fighting to try and save her marriage and wanted to be with the guy who she married. You know what I mean? Like, people have said that she should have backed off when she saw, you know, he had kids and things like that. But it's like, well, boy, like it's hard. That would be hard. You know, if I got married to a woman and she did, well, okay, I don't know if I would necessarily go fighting for the woman, because if she's not showing me interest, then, you know, as far as I'm concerned, it's dead anyway. So there's no point in me fighting something that's already gone. But I mean, like, I can understand why she was in the predicament and why she was trying to do that. Do you see what I mean? Because, you know, she wanted things to work out, that's fair enough. But a lot of people shun the character of Kirsty, so I think it will probably be more females who would agree on the Tanya side of things. I don't know if I'm generalising there, I don't know, but I think it's women who kind of see it more from Tanya's angle, you know. But I just think personally, I don't think she's in the wrong for wanting to try and salvage her marriage, you know, and wanting to be with a person who she loves. Okay, it might have come across as desperate, you know. Like I say, if it was me in that predicament, I personally wouldn't be fighting for a woman who's not trying to be with me, who left and then was with somebody else, her ex or whatever. You know, I'll be gone. But, you know, everybody's different, you know what I mean? People are willing to tolerate different things, and, you know, what some people really want, genuinely want, they're willing to, you know, they're willing to fight for. So, you know, more power to her. But let me know what your thoughts are with the whole Kirsty thing and what you think of her as a character, because I'm interested to see the different sides of the story, and why people think that Kirsty's just such a bad person, and what the reasons are, because I don't really think she's done anything wrong personally. So I'm intrigued to hear that. But yeah, the next thing is the actual situation in terms of when it all unfolded, like, because basically Max has ended up sleeping with Kirsty now. See, the thing is, right, like, the thing with this situation is, I do think, like, Tanya was kind of bad. And again, I don't know if this is a male's perspective kind of thing, why I'm saying this, but to me, okay, like, he did as much as he could to get Kirsty out the way. Now, okay, granted, he ended up kissing her at one point while he was still with Tanya. Okay, you know, fair enough, that did happen. But for the most part, he generally fought Kirsty off. Do you know what I mean? And it actually got to a point where he actually got what he wanted. She was willing to sign the divorce papers. Although I will say, obviously, as soon as she actually did sign the divorce paper, his attitude did kind of change. But he, you know, he went back to Tanya. He showed her, look, I've got to sign the divorce papers. It's all finished, whatever. And obviously, Tanya started thinking it was all fishy and whatever. Like, you know, how come she's just changed her tune after all this fighting that she's been done and all the hassle that she's caused and all the damage she's done, etc., etc. But, you know, Max was trying to just say it's done. What does it matter? Like, it's over. She's going. You know, whatever. Now, they have a little situation where Tanya's trying to be intimate with Max, and Max isn't really feeling it. And, you know, obviously Tanya's like concerned, and she tries to, you know, get him to confide in her and say, you know, what's up, you know, is it that you want to be with Kirsty, etc., etc., you know, what's the problem? Now, this is the thing that I've got the issue with. Yeah, like, this is the thing that I think's the problem. Basically, Tanya, to me, lulls him into a false sense of security, because Tanya makes him feel like, you know, everything's gonna be fine, but I need you to be honest. Like, she's begging for the truth, you know. And you could, yeah, like, I think Max must have cared about her to tell her that, because even if you just look at Max as a character, like, throughout the soap, he's been a player, you know what I mean? Like, he's the player of the show. And when have you really seen him try and be honest about what he's doing? Or, you know, when he was having an affair with, for example, Stacey or whatever, when did you see him actually be honest about it, or try and show any kind of, you know, guilt or, you know, remorse or whatever. Like he was just ruthless basically, do you know what I mean? And like in this situation, it was like you could tell he was upset, he was down, and she's saying to him, look, you know, we can work this out, I just need you to be straight with me, and then we can put it all behind us. Once I just know the full scale of the situation, it'll be fine, just talk to me. Now Max obviously is down, and you know, he's vulnerable, he's feeling a little low, so he thinks, yeah man, I'll talk to my woman, like, you know. And okay, it's not what you're gonna want to hear, it's not what a woman's gonna want to hear, obviously. Of course it's not like, you know, he ends up saying that he did fall in love with the girl, and he got Kirsty pregnant and she had an abortion, so they've got a kind of this, they have got quite a bit of a history, like it's deeper than what it appeared to be. And yeah, like fair enough, you know, you've got all those things to take into consideration. Okay, cool. But it's like as soon as it happens, as soon as the truth actually comes out, it's like bam, Tanya just changes, and it's like all of a sudden, you know, they can't work, she don't want to be with him. He's actually said, you know, like, yeah, I've got feelings for her, but it's just little feelings, you know, me and you, we've got history, the mother of my kids, etc, etc. I know I can work through it, and it's you I want to be with. So he's like, you know, he said all that stuff, but you know, he's tried to make a go. And to be fair, like the way he stepped up when she had cancer and that, you gotta give the man ratings, man. Like he held it up still, because I thought, being honest, when the whole thing come out with Kat, at one point I did think it might be Max, you know what I mean? I was convinced it was Derek, but I thought it might just be Max. So yeah, but anyway, yeah man, he stood by her through the whole thing, and like, you know, he got Tanya what she wanted, the divorce papers to Kirsty, so he can divorce her. And then, you know, next thing you know, once he's told the truth, which, you know, girls say they love to hear, and you know, that's what they want, you know, he told the truth and it broke them up. And I just thought, to me, it was a bit bad, because it's like, you know, if you can't really handle the truth, then like don't ask for it, really, do you know what I mean? Or at least don't act like you're gonna be forgiving, and not like act like it's a problem, and then as soon as it does come out, it is a problem. Because obviously she knows when you're asking someone something like that kind of question, like, you know, you gotta be prepared for like the worst kind of thing that you could hear. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise there's no point asking it. And she asked it like she was ready for it, and she clearly wasn't, which is why they broke up. So I just think, really, in that sense, I thought it was a bit bad on Tanya's behalf to play him like that, because he was trying to be honest, which it was respectable. Do you know what I mean? But you know, what do you think? Like, you know, and because the thing is, you can apply that to general things, like a general relationship, like, you know, a girl asking you about something, wanting to hear the truth, and then, you know, you tell them, you know, like, you lying because you wanted to go and play football, but you said, you know, you had to go and pick up, you know, you had to go and pick up your auntie and do some chores for her or something, but you went to play football, and then, you know, she asked you to be honest, and you ended up telling her because you don't want to hurt her, and you want to try and be true to her, and then in the end she like flips it on you, and she's all screwing on you and switching on you. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's like real life situations. So what do you think about that kind of scenario? Do you agree with it? Do you think it was right? What are your thoughts and your feelings? Get at me, let me know. As I say, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna have plenty more blogs coming through, a lot more stuff, comedy, music, etc. Check it all out. And yeah, I'll probably see you on the next one, hopefully. Peace out, people.